study in every level of institutional education, which is also helping. But I will also want to score federal government for introduction, but I'll score them low for not being consistent in terms of policy, so and so. Look at Empower. What does Empower actually came to do? It came to upskill youths of Nigerians. How? We have Teach. So you'll be attached to a teacher that is teaching already so that you can upgrade your skill. We have Tech. You will be attached to a technology environment so that you know more about technology. We have Tax that will enable you to also understand taxation, and from there you become a practitioner. So there's a lot of design that is available. Our problem is policy sort and inconsistency. You recall that if you even check most poverty reduction program, that's what is told, especially when it is designed for youth, because they want you to be employable. But I'll also tell you that at this age, your first degree, except you are from a professional course like medicine, even lawyer, you have to do additional training. Like our expert here who knows about human resources. After your first degree, you may still have to go for human resources, and they will still tell you that this is where you can actually do more. At this age, someone who does not go to 4-year class to study in university can finish secondary school and go and do programming, an IT related tech program. In 3 months, he earn much more. You know why? His employment is global. So he can be here and working for people in America. He can be here and working for people in Norway. So and that's why federal government, to create employment in Nigeria, must be intentional in upskilling people and reviewing our curriculum in school. Because our curriculum is designed for you to come out and be looking for a job. And more so, we are bringing down polytechnics, which is not correct. If you look at the design of polytechnics and universities, there are two different designs. A polytechnic person is expected to graduate as a technical person after grad, and that's why if you see someone who, I stand to be corrected, who graduated from polytechnic with an engineering courses, you can compare him because he goes for 1 year, to do IT practical. So therein he is much more equipped. But people that go to university are supposed to create job. They're supposed to look for a job. So when you go to university, you have the management skill to create a job, get somebody from polytechnic, other technical institution, bring them together and start a business and start a factory. So and other business. So this is how it should work. Until government go back to design this thing as supposed to be and create infrastructure, because you can also not create job in a vacuum. So you must also create an available environment in terms of funding. There should be accessibility to fund, because I'm a graduate. For someone like me, I run my business. So for me to run my business, I need to upskill. So when I upskill, I need a good environment to actually operate. So now government cannot only be the one to create this employment, and that's why there is mentorship. So when you are graduating, you are being attached to a particular place, and that's why we must also review our NYSC. Someone will finish, if you recall, even in NYSC now, there's what is called SAID.
Yes, SAID program.
SAID program. So what is SAID program? While you are serving, they expect you to also find a way to get a skill. So therein, when you finish your serving, you can use that skill to work. But are we adhering to all those things? So my advice to federal government, when I have opportunity to discuss with them, I say, okay, after NYSC, why don't you tell this as core member serving that if you graduated and you studied this your SAID very well, use your NYSC, come and take a loan of 1 million and start your business, or go back to your community, tell your traditional ruler to be your guarantor. Then you assess so and so amount and come and invest it in what you have learned in SAID.
Now this recommendation is coming at a very sensitive period where I feel one of the policy formulations as regards the students loan scheme is still flexible to accommodate such recommendations.
Right. Now if you look at that's what we need to look at, because if you sponsor somebody to graduate, that's the problem. After graduation, after service, what next? The person, until the person gets a job, before you start paying. So you must also design it that, okay, if you study engineering, okay, you must be attached to a particular, engineering company, be it civil, be it technical, be it electrical, so that when you come, and you also go to social science, if you study business, and that's where we even have problem. Go to university now, the highest people that are studying is business administration, public administration, and accountancy. My question now is that if I'm studying business administration, I believe it's vague. I should study business administration in technology. I will know how to do business around technology. business administration, in agriculture, and I'll also know that if I'm graduating, I'll like we are looking for youth to be in farm. But if I'm trained as a business administrator in agricultural produce, I'll know how to market it, how to create business around it, how to maximize the value chain. So it's a very humongous sum that government must be intentional. Our NDE and other institutions should make sure that they are intentional in creating enabling environment for people that go to other clients in US, in UK, in China. You must not go to university to actually have a skill. They tell you that once you graduate at a particular level, you go and do attachment somewhere, you become a professional. And that's why it is not even much more attractive for you to go to, higher institution, because they believe at that level you can actually create. They even believe that go and work and come back and upskill in that area. So it's a very broadening thing that if Nigerian can maintain, because we are not even maximizing our youth. We have about 65% Nigerian youth. How have we transformed that? The only sector that is being transformed and is self-transformed is the tech. The tech, all of us now, after my first year, I believe that I must have tech. And tech actually applies to every sector. There is tech for agriculture, there is tech for banking, there is tech for industry, there is tech for manufacturing. So we must start to structure our people to that area. Tech in communication as well. So these are the things we must do, because I think it's government concern, and we must start from our university. Okay, someone who study physics. I tell you, if you study physics in university, you end up being a teacher. But if you study physics electronics, as you are graduating, what happens? You move. Even common phone, you can fix. You can fix some electronics. And so go to Ghana. People don't study physics. They study physics electronics, so that when you come out, you attach it to something. When you study biology, you don't study only biology. You have to study it with something that will make you to be functional when you are graduate. So we should change our curriculum.
Now, Dr. Aliyu Elias